we always talk about air pollution and breathlessness, and we talk about asthma, but we don't talk about COPD, which is, as you know, it's a kind of incurable degeneration of your lung tissues, and it's basically not a curable illness. And it's actually, there's data that actually tells you, according to the Global Burden of Disease, the 2018, that it contributes to as much as 1 million deaths every year, which is huge. And there was a graph I found, India Spend quoted it, but it was basically from the same report, and it said 9.7% of the deaths are from COPD, and think of asthma, and is about 2.12%. And it's quite the silent killer, because unlike many other illnesses that we do talk about, we don't even talk about caregiving for COPD, and that's it kills more people than diabetes and breast cancer, malaria and TB combined, and more than either suicides or accidents. I've said that earlier, but you already know that 14 of the 15 most polluted cities WHO listed are based on 2.5 levels, are based in India. So imagine living in one of those cities. Kanpur is number one on it, and perhaps working in an industrial factory where you have a lot of exposure to particulate matter, or construction, or waste work, or for that matter, even urban and peri-urban farming where there's a lot of dry dust. That's the case for a lot of farms. And there's all kinds of other kinds of activities. So we really have no choice but to look at a more emergency level shift in air pollution. And I think energy is a number one priority, moving not just away, as they say, from coal, because that's going to be a real challenge, but really upgrading the thermal power plants. That's been a very long conversation, but it's adding to the complications. And people in Delhi are spoiled, and we often say, well, now we've closed one thing in Delhi, but we still have 11 around us. And we talk in terms of thermal power plants around Delhi, 11 thermal power plants around Delhi. My point is, places around Delhi are also people's homes, and they are within those homes and within those towns and those regions. So that's one. I think the other important thing is really public transport. And that is also about willingness, because even today, while metros are filled in Delhi, despite, and in many parts, in fact, despite the second wave of the pandemic, we also experience a whole different, refusal to take buses by people who have two-wheelers. And part of it is that's not safe and affordable and reliable, but part of it is also our own ways of looking at public transport.